What's going on, everyone? I'm back with another video about the Pendulum Color. So I've been running this thing a lot recently and I've been having a total blast. I think these things are really awesome. The rosters are really great, just like they were on the original Pendulums, and I think it fixes a lot of the issues that I had with the original Pendulums. They're not as brutally difficult. Some might like or dislike that. I think the difficulty of the original Pendulums is something unique about it. The new additions to these rosters are really great as well. They fit right in. Obviously, I have Saber Leomon here. He was on the original as well. The sprites are colored really great. Like, I think that looks really good. It doesn't look quite like Saber Leomon, but that's just a limitation of how the original sprite looked. I think it's just overall, like in terms of features and stuff, like the quintessential Digimon raising experience. I think like if someone is new to like Digimon V pets and stuff, I think this is like the perfect one to have them try to like get them familiar with what it's all about. The only caveat there is these are very expensive. That's the only thing that keeps me from thinking these are like the best first Digimon V pets, especially helped by the rosters. Like I said, like there are so many memorable Digimon on these devices, more so than I think on the Digimon originals. Like if you're comparing to this to like the Digimon 20th. But yeah, I have Saber Leomon on here for a reason, and that's because if I show you what I have in backup here, it's the Metal Monkey. Oh, yeah. For some reason, I don't know why they do this. The hearts are all empty when you take them out of storage. Let's get him trained up too. I don't know why the colors on my camera here don't look quite right. This is like a really bright blue to me, but it kind of showing up purple on the camera. Yeah, so I love that Metal Edamon's sprites are all bananas, and his animations are so good too. I think it's really cool that they didn't just recolor Edamon sprites. At least I don't think so. Some of these don't look familiar. Some of them you can really tell are from the original Edamon. I think the way they colored them is a little bit messy in certain frames. I love the gold teeth too. So if you know anything about this device, you'd know that Metal Edamon can jogress. So the circle here next to the J means it can jogress. So actually the thing about the circles is in Japan, like a circle is basically the equivalent of like a check mark here. So yeah, that's why those are circles and X's. That's also why the PlayStation controller uses circles and X's, interestingly enough. So there is a special jogress that we can do with Metal Edamon and Saber Leomon. I won't spoil that quite yet, but I'm not going to jogress from this guy because my Saber Leomon is actually from a traded egg. This guy, the egg just started hatching when I put Leomon to storage for the first time. So my Metal Edamon isn't traded. So I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's just go ahead and do this jogress. This is my first time doing a jogress on these devices, so I'm kind of interested to see what that's like. So we have, this is a brand new Digimon. It is Tlalocmon. They actually advertised it as a jogress between Saber Leomon and Eldoradimon, which I thought was really fitting. Like the Aztec theme kind of fits with like that kind of mythological theme of Eldoradimon. And it has some like design features from Saber Leomon. Like it has these like feathers that look like they come from Saber Leomon's mane, which I think was really cool. But turns out it's also, you can also use Metal Edamon to jogress. So it's actually any two of Eldoradimon, Saber Leomon, or Metal Edamon. Yeah, and then Metal Edamon and Saber Leomon were kind of rivals in the show, so I guess that kind of works too. So it's kind of hard to tell from the sprite, but it's actually a little guy surrounded by, I don't even know what you would call it, like just all kinds of ornaments and stuff. But I think the idea is that like his silhouette is supposed to look like a mask. It's a little bit of a messy spray, but I think it works decently well in color. I think if it wasn't in color, it would be kind of a nightmare. But yeah, I kind of like this Digimon. It was really difficult for a long time after they announced it to figure out what was going on with the design because the images they showed off initially were really blurry. I'm actually curious what attribute this is. Data type. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna try training him and see what his attacks look like. Okay, lightning bolts. That makes sense. I think the idea is that Tlaloc-mon is supposed to be like a master of the elements sort of thing. Yeah, cool. So I'm basically finished with this run at this point. I'm gonna try and finish off the arena. I'm at stage 9. So I think there's 10 stages in total, and then you get a special background for stage 10. I'm interested to see what that looks like. I might show it off in the next video once that's done. But for now, I'm going to move on to the next device. So ever since I made that video where I showed off all 3, I had put the other 2 away and have just been running the Nature Spirits. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time with some of the others. I'm starting with the Deep Savers. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this turned off. Let's turn it on. Take a look. I have to say too, you can kind of see the dust when the screen's off. As much as I love these screens, they are dust magnets, and it feels impossible to keep them clean. Yeah, so I love the little startup screens here where they have the silhouette of the mascot. So we will load because I had a traded egg. So let's take a look at the time and show off the Vital Bracelet in the meantime. I got Falcomon here. This is actually my second time getting Falcomon in a row on this because I've been lazy. I ran this dim card because I wanted to get Luxmon, but I still haven't been able to. I actually ran this one this morning. I put the dim card in this morning thinking I'd be able to get the requirements for Luxmon when I got home, but I forgot how fast the in-trainings evolve in this. I was thinking it was like 8 hours or something like that, but it's actually like 3 or 4. It is 9:30, so all right, I believe it's A and B to hatch an egg. Once I hatch, I'm gonna have to shake it 100 times to get that power boost, so let's do this. Awesome. So this is Pitchmon or Peachymon. I think Pitchmon is kind of like what they were going for with the Japanese name. I don't really know where Pitch comes from. It looks like he's based on like a plankton or something. So let's go ahead and feed him. Oh, look how cute that is. He's just so small. Yeah, that's so awesome. So this is probably, Nature Spirits is definitely my favorite pendulum field. I think for my second favorite. It's either this or Wind Guardians. I'm not entirely sure. In terms of the actual like pendulum rosters, I think the Deep Savers has a better roster just in general. But Wind Guardians as a field, like kind of outside of just the pendulum, I think I like a little more. I wish the Wind Guardians pendulum had a little more bird Digimon than plant Digimon. That's just kind of a personal preference thing though. I'm interested to see what they do with the pendulum colors though. I have a feeling that the guest stars on the Wind Guardians and Metal Empire pendulum colors are going to be the new Liberator Digimon, Shumon, and Teromon. So if Teromon's on the Wind Guardian color, I'm excited to be able to, you know, try raising that Digimon. I just realized I need to turn the volume down. These things are so loud by default. There we go, much better. Yeah, so I guess there's not really much I can do with this guy right now. I don't really have a plan in mind for what I'm going to try raising here. I'm just going to kind of go with the flow and see what happens. I think Divermon would be really cool. I don't know why, but I really like Divermon. Or like Marine Devimon might be cool too. Marine Devimon is such an underutilized Digimon. You'd think he'd be a lot more popular considering he's based on Devimon, but Yeah, there are actually a lot of really good Digimon on this device. Zudomon's really cool, Plesiomon, and Jumbo Gamemon, which was kind of a surprise addition. Would have been cool to see like the entire Gamemon line on something, but you know what? We take what we can get. That's about going to do it for this video. I will see you next time, where hopefully I'll have a full video of my run on the Pendulum Color Deep Savers. Have a good one. See ya.